like it has drama, it has like yeah, narrative. It's complete. So you have the, for example, the action. So you can see from David and Goliath is all there. So it's really complete. So it's unique.
Okay, Nonthaburi.
There are so many styles in the writings of the Bible. There's narrative, poetry, and discourse. And then they have like literature, parables, something like that. So it's like if you love to read, then everything is in the Bible. If you love novels, it's already in the Bible. So why not choose the Bible instead?
Okay. So what is a character of a good novel? What is character of a good movie? What is the character of a TV? Okay? Okay, there is the protagonist, antagonist, okay? Bida and contrabida, okay? Hero, villain, plot, and problem to overcome, conflict to overcome, and then eventually resolution, solution to the problem. So basically that is the story. And that is something that we miss. Something that we miss in our Bible studies. This is the things that we miss even in our preaching. In the form of preaching that has been developed for now, presently. I read some when I was in my college days and early on. I read a book on preaching, on homiletics, and the name is J.E. Adams, and his emphasis is that preaching is storytelling. When you are there in the pulpit, you don't do what everybody does. And what do you do? When you are in the pulpit, what is expected of you? Okay? Do this! Do that! Do not do this! Do not do that! That's the form of that we consider as homiletics. Preaching. The stronger the voice, the better. The louder the voice, the better. If you can, beat the pulpit, the better. Did you find that form in the description? What form of this? What kind of form is that? The sermon that we develop now. Do this, do that. What form? Is that narrative? Is that poetry? Is that discourse? Is that discourse? So what form is sermon? What is the form of the sermon? Moral instruction. Where do you find the moral instruction? And we have only three, okay? You have to choose whether it's narrative, poem, or discourse. So what is that? Discourse. Discorso. If you are Espanol, discorso. Listen to me! That's discourse. Okay? Yeah, so it means that 24%, especially when you look at the epistles, for example, when you look at the writings of Paul, Peter, that's discourse. That is some form of a sermon. But then if you limit yourself to that form, you will find that it's not very effective. Because even the Bible, it's only 24% of the Bible which is in that form. And in fact, when you look at the Bible, most moral instruction is being done through storytelling. Storytelling. What did the writers of the gospel commented about the way Jesus speaks to the people? He speaks in parables. He speaks in storytelling. He tells stories. He tells stories. And the most shocking way of telling stories is that you tend to listen when somebody tells a story. Story time. So when Pastor Tonel will say story time, when everybody listens. But then when you start, you do it. Okay, everybody is ready because they know that he's going to say what you do and what you do not do. But in storytelling, the trick is you listen, you laugh, and then suddenly it tells you, you are the man. I told my wife when I was in the Philippines back in 2005, so I was the vice president of the company, and every month they have a priest going to the office to conduct the mass. But the priest was so good in his homiletics that I have to ask my secretary, okay, once the priest stands up for homiletics, you call me, I will listen. And the trick is, he will never preach. He will just tell stories. Just tell stories. When I was there and I saw these two children, these two whatever, he will tell stories. And then these are mostly comedy. You always will laugh. It's always laughable. It's always funny. But then the twist is, you are the person. You are the man. You are the woman. You are laughing at the fault and the sin of the person who is you. It mirrorizes, goes back to you. And the impact is really great. Terrible. Because sometimes we have the classic story of David and Prophet Nathan. What did the Prophet Nathan say? David! You raped the wife of Uriah! You killed Uriah, a faithful servant! You are condemned to die! Did Prophet Nathan do that? No. He is more dramatic. So he has this cloak. Then he has then he calls King, King, there is a problem. A sin has been committed. And King David stopped and he said, tell me, and I will ensure that justice is done. And what did he say?
You are that man.
Not yet. The story. What is the story? Okay. There is a young boy with a lamb. He loves the lamb. He takes care of the lamb. And here is the rich man with thousands of lambs. And then he has a guest. See what he did. He took the lamb of the boy, killed it. And the boy was crying so loud. What can you do? This is injustice. And he said, okay, you call the man. That is injustice. And then what he has to pay for all that. He has to pay 10 times, tenfold. And then suddenly Nathan said, you are the man. See? Because if you just directly say to David, he will find some ways, or probably he ran away. Oh, Nathan is coming here and is going to confront you with Bathsheba and Uriah. And you will be running away, or you're planning to justify yourself. How can you justify when you already made the judgment? That act is wrong, and you are the man that made it, you are wrong. The only thing that you can do is confess, accept. except you're killed and repent. So this is the principle that we find in the story of the Bible. That's why by looking at the Bible Project, gives you an idea of, oh, so things can be done differently. Things can be approached differently when I study the Bible, when I preach the Bible, when I teach the Bible. So probably we can have these kinds. Probably we have a recitation of poetry. Okay, poetry here. Anyway, we will discuss further the story of narrative poetry and discourse when the video, which is not yet produced, they promise to produce it. Once they produce it, then we will discuss further. Okay, next, the last